Alright, so boom, gang, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. My name's Uta Beeves. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Uta_Beeves_backup page. You'll see the logo pop up, you get me? Make sure you follow. So boom, gang, before we get into anything, I gotta say a big thank you to Daniel, the boss man at Crawley Surplus Store, for letting me borrow this rifle to do a review. And gang, this is quite a new rifle. It's brand new kind of thing. It just came out. And obviously the T-Rex video, the T-Rex done well. So I said, let me take this one and see how it does, you get me? For one, and another reason, I got some slugs to test out, so I got it in a 2-2, you get me, sir? Big shout out to Dan at Crawley Surplus Store. This rifle's available there if you're interested. You get me, sir? Boom, gang. Let's get into the review now. Let me show you what comes in the box and everything. As you can see, it comes in a cardboard box, so you will need to buy a case. I won't say hard case because it's a budget rifle, you get me, sir? You will need to buy a case, you get me? Alright, let's see what comes inside of the box now. So boom, got a little foam covering that protects the rifle. Get rid of that. Alright, so boom, firstly, you get the user's manual. Gang, this user's manual is pants because it doesn't say the specs of the rifle, it just tells you how to put the safety on, how to fill the rifle, and how to use the magazine. It don't say no specs. Remember, this is a new rifle, like there is no reviews on this, so I couldn't do my homework. So, if anything, I'm just gonna add things to the screen as I go along if I don't know what they are or what it does, you get me? So boom, you get the user's manual. You get a bag and it comes with your you got the fill probe here, and it's got the quick connector, quick coupler bit on the end, so you can put it straight to your hose. You get one magazine. It looks like it's a 10-shot magazine. Alright, gang, let me show you the best thing about this rifle. It's the magazine. I like this magazine, to tell the truth. It's kind of new school, you get me? You can see it slides in from the right. And then watch this now. This is a winding one, so you basically drop pellets, wind it, drop a pellet, wind it, drop a pellet, until you feel there's a tension here, you get me? You can't wind it no more. And I think every time you cock the barrel, it hits this thing here, and it moves it down, so it goes onto the next pellet, moves down onto the next pellet kind of thing. But yeah, I do like this magazine, but I couldn't use it because I needed to get the best out of the rifle. Also, you get a single shot loader, but that is in the rifle. I'll put a picture up of that for you. Also in the bag, you get the 1/2-inch UNF cover. It comes with a silencer, so you can take off the silencer. But we'll get more into that. You get the cover. You get this tool thing here that takes off the gauge. And gang, whenever you get this tool in the bag, you know that it's a Chinese rifle. From close inspections, I reckon it's another Snow Peak. You get me? Big up Snow Peak. But like I said in the T-Rex video, these big brands are just claiming all the Chinese rifles. Like Umarex got the M60, they call it a Zelos now. You lot, if you watch the T-Rex video, you'll know. But yeah, this is to take off the gauge at the front of the rifle. We'll get into that. And then comes with just O-rings in case you need to service the rifle or do what technical things you need to do with it, basically. Alright, so gang, another reason how you know this is a budget rifle, it comes with a scope. I'm not even gonna take it out of the package, but it's a 3x9, no, it's a 3x9 by 40. Yeah, if the rifle does shoot good and you like your rifle, you might wanna invest in a different scope. This is just a little budget scope, you get me? And then with the scope now comes the mounts. So when you buy this rifle, you can literally get straight to it, come straight to the range, zero it up and everything, have some fun with it, or even in the back garden. So now it might be a nice plinking gun, I don't know yet. But yeah, you get the mounts with it. And then gang, it's just the rifle left, to tell the truth. So watch this. I realize there's no bipod rail on the underneath, you get me? So I don't know how I'm gonna do it when I'm shooting, but yeah, let me get rid of the box and everything, get rid of these stuff, and then I'm gonna take a closer look at the Remington MAMMOTH. Again, Ice Age with it, innit? Alright, so boom, gang. This is the Remington MAMMOTH in 2.2. Decent little rifle, gang. No, I can't even say little, it's long as hell. Especially with the silencer in it. Pardon me, it's long as hell, but it's decent. I haven't shot it yet or anything, gang, so let's get straight into it. So boom, gang, at the back of the rifle, starting from the back, sorry, you got the butt pad. It's rubber, which will be nice and grippy in the shoulder, so you ain't got to worry about weight. It will stick to your clothing or whatever, you get me? Move to the top now. You got the cheek piece, which is not adjustable or anything, but it looks like it's ambidextrous, so a lefty could shoot this rifle. Let's move to the stock now, gang, as this is part of the stock. Gang, you can see the stock. Nice piece of wood. It looks like flooring, so I'm gonna say it's laminate. I ain't gonna say it's walnut, you get me? But it's decent. This little bit here under the cheek piece as well would be good for bag riding and everything. Do like it. You got the grip now, gang, which is nice and chunky. Got stippling on it as well, gives it a little extra grip. There's stippling on the front here as well for extra grip, a little extra shooting aid. Alright, so boom, let's move to the top now. You've got the Picatinny rail for your scope mounts and everything. In between that now you got the breech where you put your single shot loader, your magazine. It's quite big, so if I don't use the magazine I might load it with my fingers, you get me? Alright, moving back now, you've got the cocking bolt, gang. Quite decent, you know. This cocking bolt is better than the BSA that I had last. It's way more smoother. The BSA, you had to put some strength into the pull. This one, you ain't really got to do that, to tell the truth. Let me put on fire. You ain't really got to do that, to tell the truth. Decent. Oh. You don't see me decock back, wait for the trigger part, but yes, a decent cocking bolt, I ain't gonna lie. Back on safety, I'm gonna show you something about the safety actually. Alright, so boom, let's move down to the trigger. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be 2-stage or what, but it is not 2-stage for me right now, again. Literally, it's 1 stage, but the trigger's quite nice. It's well crisp, you get me? So you can't adjust the trigger from here that I can see, so you might need to take off the stock to adjust it. But watch this, gang. Literally, it's a 1 stage and it's super crisp. The trigger is nice, but it should be 2 stage, you get me? And also the safeties on the trigger. So boom, gang, This is the one major thing that I do not like about this rifle, yeah? That when I bring this back to Dan and tell him, he will send this back, trust me, you get me? So boom, let me show you lot, so boom. It's on safety now, I'm gonna put on, listen. That's the positive click, it's on fire now. Cock it. Silence is kind of quiet as well, isn't it, gang? It works well, I should say. Alright, then it's on fire now, you lot see. Alright, I'm gonna put on safety now, listen for the click. Boom, it's on safety fully. Watch this now. Alright, it's on fire. The safety's got a red indicator on it, so you know it's on fire. You heard the click, it's on safety. I don't like that at all. Imagine I had to clean the barrel and I couldn't put on safety. Kind of scary, ain't gonna lie. But boom, let's move, but don't let that put you off. It might just be this rifle, you get me? But God knows. But gang, let's move to the top now. You've got a barrel band that's over the shroud. This is supposed to hold the barrel steady so you don't get no bends, or when you're shooting it don't. It's not a free floating barrel basically. So boom, you got the shroud now, which covers the barrel, and on the end of the shroud it's 1/2 inch UNF threaded. So if you don't like this silencer, you can put on your favorite silencer or the one that keeps it quiet the best. The barrel, I am not sure, gang, because there is no reviews on this rifle. The manual is pants. I don't know what size the barrel is, but I've probably seen Jim already, and Jim's the research guy, so I'm gonna put on the screen the length of the barrel for you right now. Alright then, so boom. Alright then, and on the end, what's hanging onto the 1/2 inch UNF thread now is a silencer that comes with the rifle. I didn't realize that till a bit late, you know, it's always been there, but I didn't realize it was a proper silencer. But as you just heard, it keeps the rifle quiet, you get me? But you can change it out for another silencer. Alright, so boom gang, let's move down now. The air tank, no specs in there, so I don't know what the air tank is. Big up Jim. I'll put the size of the air tank here. Alright then, so let's move forward now. You've got the cover here for your fill port. You just move the cover. Fill port's down here to tell the truth. You just spin the cover and that will reveal your hole for the fill port. Sorry, just put your probe in, gas her up, you're good to shoot basically. And on the end of the rifle now, you've got the gauge, and it's a 250 bar max fill. Alright, so boom, gang. And as you can see as well, gang, there is no bipod rail on the bottom at all, so shooting this, we're not gonna have too much fun, you get me? So boom, gang, is that it about the rifle? I think it is. This one's quite basic to tell the truth, you get me? So yeah, gang, let me see how we're gonna do this bit. I don't know if I'm gonna do 30, 40, 50 or just go straight to the 50, but I'm gonna zero it now. Barrel's clean and everything, so yeah, let me see what I'm gonna do with it. Alright, so boom, gang, let me give you the rundown quickly. I've got my Element Helix 6-24x50. Gonna keep everything on silencer and everything. I'm gonna be using the single shot loader. Big up Dave, he's in the 35-yard shooting right now, but they came and looked at the rifle and I was using the wooden stand that's in there, but he was like, nah, I don't look professional, take my stand. So big up Dave for letting me borrow the rest or the stand, whatever you want to call it. quiet as hell. And gang, this is what Big Dave's shooting. Crazy. This one's nuts. And then boom, I've got 2 dots down there at 50 yards. I've zeroed it the best I could with the Diablo 15.89. So I'm gonna give you a 5-shot group with that. And then literally, I've got like 5 jumbo RSs left. So I'm gonna give you another group with that and see how it goes, you get me? So, boom, gang, let me go set up the camera down there quickly and then let's do some shooting. Alright, so boom, gang. Camera set up down there as normal. Put that in the wrong way. I'm gonna let off 2 just to warm up the barrel again. Let me just say as well, the trigger, it's gone dead for some reason. Hold on. Trigger's gone dead, it needs adjusting. But I ain't even gonna do it now. Let me just give you lot the groups quickly and see how it goes. Alright, first shot at the dot on the right. And this is the 15.89 grain. So 5 shots at that dot now. So boom. Trigger's gone dead. I think I might have to do some adjusting, bro. And there's something in the barrel as well. Crazy. And it ain't got a safety either. Alright, so boom, gang. Camera's down there. Rolling. I'm gonna give these 2 shots just to warm up the barrel because I've been walking up and down and everything. Alright, first shot at the dot on the left with the 15.89 grain JSPs. Like I said, gang, the cocking bolt, it's just way smoother than that BSA that I had last week. And it's a bit clunky when you're cocking, when you're loading, but it's just the pellet going into the barrel, to tell the truth. This makes 5. Alright, so boom gang, that's the Jumbo 15.89 grains. I've got 5 Jumbo RSs. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna do 5 at the dot on the left. And these are lighter, so it's gonna fly a bit high. That's why I put the dot a bit lower. But let's see how it groups at 50. That weren't me either, I had it dead on the dot. That weren't me again, I had it dead on the dot. This pellet's moving like you don't want to get shot out of this gun. Pellet saying, I'm only for the wildcat. Alright, last one at the dot now. Alright, so boom gang, that's 2 5-shot groups at 50 yards. I ain't gonna lie, I weren't that stable, but I was stable enough to know that I was on the dot and we got the flyers. But boom gang, let me go get the groups quickly. I'm gonna come up here and test them and see what sizes they are, basically. Gonna check the group sizes. Alright, gang, I'm gonna give it another chance with the 15.89 grain JSB Jumbos. Let me see if I can hit the bell from here actually. Nah. Alright, I'm gonna give it another chance. Another 5-shot group. At the dot, the camera's rolling down there now, so let's see if we can get it any better. First shot. Watch when you see the groups as well, the pellets are actually stuck in the paper or around the paper. Did you hear that ricochet? That's 2, this is 3. same hole as the second one, I think. Alright, last one, gang. Big man, you need to redeem yourself, you know. No one ain't gonna wanna buy you. Alright, last one, gang. Alright, so boom, gang, that's the second 5-shot group with the 15.89. Let's go take a look at the groups quickly and see how this Remington Mammoth in 2-2 shoots. Alright, so boom, gang, let's take a look at these groups quickly. And if you don't know, this is a 5p or a 5 pence piece. And it's 80mm in diameter, and that's what we're going to be checking the group sizes with. But quickly before we do that, can you not see the pellet there? There was all 5 of them stuck in there, to tell the truth, but when I put them in my boot they fell out. But this one's proper stuck in there. Little lead flower they call it, you get me? But boom, first group with the 15.89 grains. I can't lie, they're a little close. They're closer than that group, but we can just about get 3 under that. And that's the best one there, I would say. But yeah, that's all 5 shots. And then this is with the 13.43 grains, the jumbo RSs. So we got 2 through the same hole. And 3. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie though, those big groups, you have to remember it's a budget rifle and it's a 2-2, so I weren't expecting great groups out of it. But watch this. I done another group with the 15.89 grains just for confirmation. And then there it is there, so we got 2 through the same hole there. 1, 1, 1. So boom. I could cover that with a 5p easy. But yeah, I reckon that's decent for the Mammoth. But remember, I only buy 15.89s because that's what the Wildcat likes. If you do a pellet test, you can probably get them to group decently, to tell the truth. Can get 2 in the same spot like that one, 2, it would group. You just gotta find the right pellet, you get me? So boom, gang, I am finished. Let me end this video quickly. Alright, so boom, gang, that is it for me and the Remington Mammoth in 2-2. Quite decent rifles. Probably could have got the groups better if I done a pellet test, but the only 2-2 rifle I've got is my Wildcat, and it likes the 15.89 grains, so that's what I buy for it, you get me? But if you do a pellet test, you could probably get some better groups out of it. But other than that, gang, I can't lie, it's quite decent for the price as well. I'm not gonna say you lot gotta check the Crawley Surplus store website or go in store and check it out, you get me? So boom, gang, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Uta_beefs. Big shout out to Dan at Crawley Surplus store again, you get me?
Gang, in every gang there is a man that'll bring that violence. You don't post, you don't snap, he just moves real quiet. In every gang there is a man.